What is up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Hopefully everything is coming in nice and clear. Give me a thumbs up in the comments if you can hear me okay. If I'm too loud, too quiet, let me know. So glad to be joining you all on a Monday night. I see my audio bouncing right there, so that must mean something, right? So, did you all watch that live stream? Well, I sure as hell did. All right, looks like we're getting some thumbs up. So I tell you what, folks, let's go ahead and kick this pig. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host with the locks that rocks, your favorite cyborg, Adam Richmond, and this is Surviving Rocklahoma. And we are bringing you the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma, covering the festival for going on 10 years. And I've been doing it as a labor of love this whole time. I absolutely love covering this community, as well as those of you who make the show happen. And we have some folks that had been joining us lately in the comments, and I'm referring to all of the Danny Wimmer Presents teams have been all in the social media groups, listening to your input, feeding them up the chain and up to the boss. And they've been listening, folks. And as you know, they were just wrapped up over on the Rocklahoma Facebook page, where Danny Wimmer was Eddie Trunk was joined by Danny Wimmer Presents, CEO Danny Wimmer. And they answered a whole lot of questions, folks, and I will dive into that here in a little bit. We've also got some other things going on in the show tonight, including some RAWKstalgia. We're going to bring you some sights from Rock the River 2024. I had an absolute blast hosting the event, and I can't wait to host my next event. Where am I going to be? I don't know. Now, if you have an event or a concert or something coming up and you would like yours truly to do a little bit of MC and hosting duties, get at me, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. Other than that, we are also going to be talking once again about Rocklahoma. You got just over 7 weeks left to prep. We're going to take some of your questions. We're going to give you some advice. Go ahead and get those questions in the comments, and or get your questions ready, and we'll field those questions when we get there. We also got to talk about some Born and Raised Music Festival, because if Rocklahoma is 7 weeks away, well, that means its little country sister is 9 weeks away, and not like that, buddy. So, yeah, I can't wait to see both of these festivals this year and see what we do as far as what we have been doing in the status quo versus what they want to grow off of going forward. Probably next year is where you'll see more of the changes. This year they vowed to just go and experience the festival, changing as little as they could, and just seeing what they can do to improve it. Because Danny says he wants to go bigger, badder, and better. So I can't wait to see what they've got going on. I've also got some passes to Rocklahoma and Born and Raised that we're going to be giving away this month. Not this episode, but we need to find out something fun to do. You know what? I tell you what. Let's qualify someone for their choice of festivals, whether it be Born and Raised or Rocklahoma music festivals. And the winner of tonight's Stars Wars will be getting a choice between the two festivals. You will qualify for the giveaway, and we will be giving those away a little bit later in the month. So everybody who wins the Stars Wars will be entered to win general admission passes to either festival. You'll get your choice. So the Stars Wars has now begun. And I want to thank you to Rockavet for supporting our Stars Wars. The farce is strong with them. I tell you what, let's go ahead and pay some bills while we're at it. First up, we got DEB Concerts, proud sponsor and partner of Rocklahoma, who proudly answers the question, what do you want to do with your life? One more time. There it is. I didn't hear it. Okay. And Rocky has been doing, and Doug's got a lot of stuff going on, and he's got a local show coming up. Make sure that you all check out DEB Concerts on Facebook. He's also the man who powers the stage inside of the Roadhouse at Rocklahoma. And I have a feeling he has a soft spot for one of our musical features tonight, as they will be playing his stage tonight. We're going to break off a little bit of Eyebolt's new single. And I tell you what, we sat down last year after they played Rocklahoma, and we got some thoughts with the guys. So we're going to break off that interview for you a little bit later in the show as well. Now, also want to give a huge shout out to At Your Service Rentals, your official purveyors of the poo shacks for Rocklahoma, born and raised, and the only people I know of that will actually bring you your own portable restroom to your campsite and a swimming pool. Don't worry, they use the different water. Swimming pools have got nice, good water, and you get to keep the pool too. So for $80, man, I think it's $80. You go to the website, aysrentals.com, and you can book your experience now. You can book those services right now, and they've been known to give us a few to give away. So make sure you check out AYS Rentals, and you make sure that anytime you see the poo crew out there, you thank them for dealing with all of your shit, because it could be worse. You could be standing out in the middle of the dark in a big long line because you got a poo. Hey, like that guy over there. What are you doing over there?
Dinner was full.
Yeah, he didn't call At Your Service Rentals. So we also want to give a huge shout out to Rockavet. Rockavet is the nonprofit group that we have been working with for years and years and years. And we've given away over 80 passes to not only Rocklahoma and Born and Raised, but other festivals as well. We have been working with them for a while, and they've got some beautiful challenge coins for all of you veterans that would like to take a look at those coins. That funds their funds their offerings. And speaking of, they got a benefit coming up July 19th at Venue Shrine, 18th in Boston, including Still Not, Infall, and a couple of other bands I can barely see. Duval, we featured Duval last week. Y'all loved them. Also, want to give a huge shout out to the Rocklahoma bitches, hyping the Rocklahoma community for years. These girls are a staple of the Rocklahoma campgrounds and the local music community. You can often catch them anytime there's a nice local event going on downtown Tulsa or abroad. So anytime you see these broads, make sure that you give them a lot of love and scream out, "Rocklahoma bitches!" We also want to give a shout out to Photography by Angel Lee, our proud partner of, going on 3 years now. We picked her up a couple of years ago so she could take photos of Rocklahoma for us. And she's done an amazing job and has surpassed my expectations at every turn. So much so that we have traveled the country 2 years ago, we went to Key West, Florida to cover Rock Island. This past year, we went on our road trip 2024 Daytona to check out how Danny Wimmer Presents does Welcome to Rockville. And we had an amazing time, learned how the festivals down there work, and we were pleasant surprised. We had a great time down there, and I honestly feel that Rocklahoma and Born and Raised are in good hands. We also want to give a shout out to the big old bus, bringing a busload of debauchery for just years, man. These guys are a staple of the campgrounds. You can't walk between GA and VIP without walking by the bus, and there's always just we'll just say there's always a show going on, and they've got events going on all weekend. Make sure that you check out survivingrocklahoma.com for your Rocklahoma survival guide, including a map and a list of all of the campground events going on. I want to give a huge shout out to Darren Pilkington for helping me maintain that map and keep all of your submissions rolling in. Also want to give a shout out to Metalcore Clothing, our newest sponsor, and the folks who have produced our latest shirts, the Tribal Skull shirts you see that I've been selling at the local events when you find me. Well, they've also got did our other shirts for my benefit over at the Shrine, and it's the shirt that says proud member of my local music scene. I've also got the official podcast of Rocklahoma shirts available as well. You can get your Rocklahoma shirt by checking us out on Facebook, and we'll have the link up so where you can order your shirts. But with that being said, folks, let me see what the comment is. All right, here, let's open up these comments right now. There we go. Let them roll in. All right. Let me pull you up here on my screen. There we go. And look at all of you folks. Man, we're doing pretty good. 38 live viewers, y'all. I tell you what, we hit 50. We hit 50 live viewers. I'm going to give away a shirt. Rockavet, Nicole, Scott, what is going on? How's it going, Deb? Thank you for the stars, David Henderson, Brian Johnson Moore. Man, Brian Johnson is in it to win it tonight, y'all. Thank you, Lori, for those stars. Man, you guys are sending them out. Stars Wars is going to be a brutal one. It's going to be a hard-fought battle to qualify for your chances to win Born and Raised Country Music Festival or Rocklahoma Music Festival passes. It's going to be close tonight. Yes, ma'am, Christy says. Give away the shitter. Brian, I don't have one tonight to give away. So we've been talking a lot about Rock the River. It was a wonderful festival we covered a couple of weeks ago here in beautiful Tahlequah, Oklahoma on the Illinois River, where we basically had a Rocklahoma summer camp is what I've called it the last couple of years. Only this year I got to play host and jump around the stage and hype you folks up before every band and make your announcements and crown the new Miss Rock the River. So what I want to do, we like to support all of our friends and family in the music community, that the folks of us that we're all doing the same thing, right? And there's plenty of food at the all-you-can-eat buffet. So I want to highlight some images from one of our friends who does just amazing work. And once I get it all pulled up here, there we go. Let's see here. Supposed to be ready. There you go. I'll get this sized up so you guys can see what I'm trying to get you to see. There we go. So our good friend Beck of Beck Picks, we've been working with her for a long time. I've learned a lot from this woman. I've been watching her for several years. And I had the fortune of meeting her backstage at Rocklahoma, and my first year that I got photos, she showed me a lot of she just showed me a lot back there, and I appreciate her so much. So we want to go ahead and bring you some images from Beck Pics of our Rocklahoma experience. Now, the river was absolutely beautiful, and it was a family-friendly affair. People brought their dogs. I brought my golf cart. You can see me right there. We've got some amusing music, and folks were just everywhere. Look at those alerts. And if you went to Rock the River, it's very unlikely that you survived Jody's paddle. But it was just an amazing time, and I just thank everybody for coming out and making sure it was an amazing, beautiful event. And I was able to host and crown and award the first ever Miss Rock the River. Now, we had 5 beautiful contestants, and they all got to throw out some shirts and introduce themselves. And then the moment came for me to crown your Miss Rock the River. So we had our good friend Miss Sparrowhawk, Chelsea of Camp Sparrowhawk, come out and do the honors as we coronated our Miss Rock the River. I also brought one of the bouncy houses out for the kiddos. It was an amazing time. We had food trucks, tents, everybody out cooking out. It was just an amazing time. And the first band of the second day was Spare the Dead, and they just absolutely lit up the stage. We've got so many more images of that festival. All you got to do is to see these are all you got to do to see more of these images in their high resolution glory. Make sure you head on over to Beck Pics, who did an absolutely amazing job shooting this festival. So those were Rock the River day 2. Here's a little bit of day 1. There is the Trippy Vet and Jack Fane and Mario, and we see a couple of the bands right there. There's a Shelter in Place, who just absolutely killed it on stage. I love the choreography, man. They're the guys who taught me how to dance while I'm watching a hard rock show. I absolutely love watching them every time that they play. And yeah, I was feeling good, as you can see right there. But thank you so much, Beck Pics, for everything you do in those campgrounds and for taking those beautiful images. I always love to watch her work because she captures the candid of everybody of us out there. So absolutely love that. Thank you so much, Beck Pics. Now, I tell you what, speaking of Rock the River, this is a little bit of a RAWKstalgia. Well, I tell you what, let's feature some music from Rock the River. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of your Rock the River artists, She Hates Me Not.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Government expenses. 1941. Contrary to no constitution. The command of the Constitution is plain.
The United States of America
There is no
was
law.
suddenly and deliberately attacked.
It is wrong. Deadly wrong.
cemetery laid waste. Enemies defiled our land, but do not fear, it's all been planned. Why are we still forced to live? Better repent, better forgive. Grace and glory wiped from grave. From independence we've been depraved. Dare not speak with that tone. All the ones without sin throw the stones.
And that was She Hates Me Not with We the People. Absolutely love that band. You can catch them in Tulsa this weekend at the Vanguard. Who are you gonna go? How many Rocklahomies are gonna be out at the Vanguard this Saturday night? If you're gonna be out there, drop it in the comments. Let us know who's gonna be there. They're also gonna be at wait, that's the wrong one. But with that being said, folks, we do have a lot to talk about in regards to Rocklahoma. Some really big stuff has been up in the works. As we know, Danny Wimmer Presents is out and filling out all of your suggestions. So if anytime you get the surveys, make sure that you're taking them, because that is going directly to the research and development people, the folks that are listening to all of the input and putting it to work to better our festival experience. You got just under 8 weeks to prepare, folks. I don't know where you're at in your preparations, but I haven't even started. But, we've got a lot of stuff to do, and the campsites are amazing. And if you're going to be doing a big party, make sure that you're throwing a flyer together and you're getting all of your information together and visiting survivingrocklahoma.com. Click on the Surviving Rocklahoma link down in there, the survival guide. It'll take you to the map page, and it's an unofficial map. This isn't done by Rocklahoma or DWP. This is something I've been doing for several years, and Darren has helped me the last couple of years and has been just absolutely saving grace. He's been my angel this whole time, as he's been able to take care of all of this stuff while I've been busy with other things. And I do have a request, though. I request, if we could, that that you folks keep your titles and your events something. If you're wanting to put it on the map, guys, it can't sound creepy. Some of the stuff that you all submit and want us to put in that directory and for your event and stuff, we'll bend the line of decency, but I'm sorry. I understand that you're giving free breast exams out there, but I can't put that on the map, man. It just looks bad. It sends bad impression. So yes, I know we all get crazy in the campgrounds, but we also police all of ourselves, and what we always go above and beyond to make sure that everybody is safe and we take care of each other. Remember, always use the buddy system anytime that you're walking out there, especially if you are drinking. And even if you're not drinking, you got to use the buddy system. And if no other reason, I tell you why, it's because it's hot as hell out there, folks, on Labor Day weekend. If we don't get rain, it's going to be an absolute scorcher. And as somebody who has had heat exhaustion multiple times I am telling you, it doesn't matter how you're built. It doesn't matter how much you hydrate. It doesn't matter if you're an athlete or a keyboard warrior. The heat will take you down. So make sure that you're always going with the buddy system. Drinking lots of water, especially if you're drinking, and that way you've always got somebody that can help you find your cell phone. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on. Speaking of the more debaucherous camps out there, what is up to Camp Rocklahoma? One of the folks who lead the foray into bending the rules out there. But we love you guys for keeping all of each other safe and consensual. Thank you so much out there. Yeah, it is. We got 7 weeks, folks, and the map is up. We're going to be doing some upgrades to it and an overhaul to make it more aesthetically pleasing. So if you have any suggestions or anything, shoot those emails to survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com and put map in the subject heading and let me know what we can do better so that we can help represent the community and show you all where all of the parties and the good times are. Remember, folks, those campgrounds are it's just the place we love. For those of you who go just for the party and the music is icing on the cake, I'm one of them, and that's what we love to do in the campground. So if you're not digging the bands playing at the moment, you just go out and rehydrate, we'll say, and see what's going on, because stuff goes on all day out there. And then everybody heads up into the festival and get turned up and rock our faces off. So we've got the map and the website, survivingrocklahoma.com, full of information. And I need to be getting the playlist and stuff up for the Rocklahoma and Born and Raised. Speaking of Rocklahoma, we were talking about some kids. I shouldn't say kids, but these young men are on a personal mission to bring back glam rock, and they've got a new single out, and they just absolutely impressed me last year at Rocklahoma, and I am so glad to see them come back this year. I believe they're going to be playing the pre-party. Yes, they're going to be opening for Starlit Rex, and Faster Pussycat and Tom Kiefer of the LA Guns. This band is perfect for that pre-party, and I don't know about you folks, but this is one band that I'm not going to miss. And I tell you what, let you speak for themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, this is when I got to sit down a little bit backstage in the media tent at Rocklahoma 2023 and visited with I am your host with the Rocks that Rocks, Adam Richmond, and this is the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma, and I'm joined by some cats that are surviving with, man, look at that flare in the hair. I'm joined by Eyebolt. What's up, guys?
What's up, dude? How are you? Man?
So tell me a little bit about your set today.
Man, we actually played here yesterday morning, and apparently we kicked enough ass that we came here and played again.
2 days in a row. 2 days.
We got a twofer. Awesome. Tell me a little bit about you guys coming together. How'd this all happen?
We really all went to high school together, and after that, we all just got together and took it a little bit more serious.
Okay, how many times have you watched, like, Detroit Rock City, Wayne's World?
A lot.
I mean, that's a Rocklahoma story.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm the Timu version of Wayne's World anyway. It's cool. So I love the style. Tell me a little bit about what drives you guys. What is this music? Tell me about it.
Dude, our parents, that's where our inspiration came from. Our parents put us on this big, like 80s glam, and being in the car, radio, growing up to it. And now we are a 21st century glam band, bringing it back.
I love it. All right, let's start on this end. I'd like to get everybody's an introduction.
I'm Johnny Sund.
What do you do, Johnny Son?
play rhythm guitar.
Congratulations. All right, I'm Trent Prather. I'm the bass guitar player.
I'm Glenn Townsend. I'm the sexiest motherfucker alive, and I play lead guitar.
I'm Timothy Wayne. I sing vocals for Eyebolt.
I'm Christopher Tuttle, and I'm the drummer for Eyebolt.
He pretends.
Confidence and humility.
Kazoo
all
player.
the same one. Tell me a little bit about some of the inspirations. Like when we saw you guys today, and we look at, hey, look, man, that is a glamorous motherfucker. Right there. What are we seeing? Where'd that come from?
Molly Crew,
All the
Kids,
motherfucking crew, man.
Skid Row, all of them, dude.
All right. Which of the cliche bands of that era? Thank you, sir. Nice. Yes.
Good job, drummer.
So we know we all love the hair
fired.
bands, but there's all of us. We've also got that hair band that that band that we're supposed to like that we don't like. So what's the cliche? They're like, I'm not really feeling that way.
Right. Man.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I did not hear any of that.
Good answer.
These damn semis, man. Say it again.
Shout out to the semis outside.
Alrighty, guys. So let me talk. What is going on with you guys right now? What are you guys working on?
Man, we're working on an album. Really.
Yeah?
That's our first album. We want to get it out by early next year or late next year, but that is the most priority, is getting an album out and then tour.
What are you guys going to be talking about on the album? I mean, I know we got all kinds of innuendos and stuff, so we don't like get canceled and shit. But what are you putting into this album? What are you trying to say with it?
Like, what are we putting into the album?
Yeah.
Man.
Dive bombs and screeching guitar solos and riffs that'll rip your fucking head off.
His high-ass pitched voice.
Talk about
Don't forget to
women.
check it out.
Talk about having fun, partying.
Nothing but a good time.
Nothing but a good fucking time, man.
No thought to it.
So what's on the horizon then? What's after that? What are you touring? You're going to go? You're going to be hitting the road? What's up?
Well, sky's the limit at this point, man. So I mean,
Immediate touring.
Whiskey go go.
yeah, whiskey go go.
That's right.
You gotta love the whiskey, everybody.
That's right.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You got a bullseye. You gotta aim before you throw.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about playing a huge festival versus some of like the smaller stuff. Now we all love like the intimate, like the bars,
Yeah.
and like the basement of some whatever place. Tell me something versus playing a big stage.
Oh, I mean, like our first show, we were excited to play in front of 50 people. So I mean, we were all backstage at the Inola Roundup Club, like 3 years ago now, and we're sitting backstage like, oh my god, 20 people just walked in. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And now we're sitting here at Rocklahoma playing 2 days in a row. So I mean, like I said, the sky's the limit, man. Chase your dreams, and some of them come true.
I appreciate it, man. Well, I tell you what, I like to wrap up every interview by giving my guests the opportunity to address the fans, the folks that you just rocked out and reinvigorated with that love of glam rock in that era and everything. Or if you got to plug whatever shampoo or like the hairspray product,
man.
We might be able to get you a plug. Who knows? No promises, right?
Buy it by the gallon, so.
All right, my guys, the stage is yours.
Peace out.
Peace out. Stay tuned.
Alrighty. Thanks again, guys. That was Dick Rocket, and I am Adam Richmond, your host with the Locks That Rocks, and this is the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma. Rock on. That was my good friends in Eyebolt shortly after they played at Rocklahoma 2023. And if those guys didn't stop looking at my camera in the seductive way that they did, I told them I was going to have to go take the camera and get a pregnancy test, because with that style, I'm guaranteed, you know. Anyway, I tell you what, folks, let's go ahead and break off their newest single. Here is Eyebolt with Leathered and Laced. And that was Eyebolt with their newest single, Leathered and Laced. Give them some love, studio audience. That's right, folks. Well, I tell you what, we are having an amazing show right now. And I would like to go ahead and break off here in 1 second. There we go. Started hearing myself. I started hearing voices. All right, but we like to tell you all where all of the other shows are, and let's go ahead and do that this right now. Let me get this size. Ooh, look at everything except for what I want to move. There we go. So we've got a couple of things coming up this week, including this Saturday night, our good friend Lynn Hernandez of Tulsa Rocks is putting on Tulsa Rocks #4. It's going to be over at Los Cabos. Going to help raise some money for the Red Dirt Relief Fund. Big bid on an autographed guitars from Warren Vince Neil, a signed cowboy hat from Brett Michaels, and much more. Live Red Dirt music, Boone, Mendenhall, and Warhorse, Garrett Brown Band. Congratulations, Lynn, on all of that and getting it all put together. It begins at 6 p.m. on the Saturday, the 13th. So congratulations, Lynn. I'm going to do my best to shoot out there and be present for Tulsa Rocks #4 this Saturday at Badass Renee's. Speaking of a Saturday night, if you're looking for something to do, Badass Renee's, one of my favorite bars to go down and catch local metal acts as they love to interact. This show is going to be 21 and over with a $10 door fee. It's going to be, once again, Badass Renee's. It's going to be featuring Bases Loaded, Project Eclipse, forgive me for pronouncing this, Tenevirum, a Faustian Bargain, and Seraphim. They're all death metal looking logos, folks, so it's going to be a heavy show. Badass Renee's July 13th, $10 to get in, 21 and over show. That's going to be over there on 31st Street. Also, we've got Stone Temple Pilots Friday in Lake Afton. Tesla Keeping It Real tour at the Kansas City, Missouri, July 22nd. The next night, July 23rd, an evening with Black Flag at the venue Shrine. Wednesday, the July 24th, Chevelle will be playing at the Tulsa Theater. Drowning Pool at the Vanguard, July 24th. And let's not forget this one, folks. A near and dear friend has unfortunately experienced a family tragedy that no parent should ever have to deal with. And the Grand Poobah himself, Mr. Rocklahoma, Kevin Graham, they're going to be doing a benefit for him over at the Temple Live in Fort Smith. Thank you so much to Lori and everybody else involved in that. Let me pull this up so you guys can see the flyer. It's going to be a benefit for Rachel and Kevin Graham. July 28th, there's going to be a silent auction and raffle. Oklahoma Blood, She Hates Me Not, the band you just watched at the beginning of the show. 5BB, Dime Store Riot's going to be out there, as well as Crest Haven, hosted by Daniel Whitmus of the Big Old Bus. It's going to be over at the Sphinx Club at Temple Live Entertainment and Events. And get out there and support one of the OGs. I mean, guys, you don't get as more of an original gangster than Mr. Kevin Graham. He's been around for years and years. He was there whenever I first started coming to Rocklahoma, and the community has reinvented itself several times, and he's a longtime staple and avid supporter of local music. So get out there and support them. Also, You know what that does? I think for all of our up and coming shows, with the exception, of course, of Rocklahoma. We talked about that one. And then 2 weeks after Rocklahoma, we've got Born and Raised Country Music Festival, and I will be doing a country episode coming up here in a couple of weeks. It's going to be an addition. We're not going to take away your Monday night rock. We're going to do maybe a Saturday night country or Friday night or something like that. This year at Born and Raised Country Music Festival, we're going to see Cody Johnson, legend, Hank Williams Jr., newcomer Coey Wetzel, legendary Dwight Yoakam, Midland, the Red Strays, Shane Smith and the Saints, and a whole host of other artists. And I see some folks on this lineup that absolutely love to get the other artists together in unannounced places and jam out and have little late night jam sessions. And I absolutely love the way things work in the Born and Raised campground. It's the only place I've ever seen where you just see so many people and just randomly a collection of dude will have a guitar and a harmonica, some other walks up with a fiddle, another guy walks up with something else. It's just amazing. Magic happens in the Born and Raised Music Festival campgrounds there in Pryor, Oklahoma, and I can't wait to see what happens this year. I had to miss it last year, unfortunately, due to medical reasons, and I'm going to be back and better than ever this year so that we can jam out to some Hank Jr. And you might even get to see me cry if I'm able to lock down Hank Williams or Dwight Yoakam or a few of these other artists, because I owe it to my parents, man. I was raised country, and I've got to meet these folks. But I can't wait to bring you all coverage this year from Born and Raised Country Music Festival. Let's see what else we got on deck. Yes, the benefit. And you know what? I've got to give away a couple of passes before we continue. So we had some generous people donate passes to the Rockavet benefit concert. And at this benefit, they're going to be raising money for Rockavet to help facilitate, the operations and stuff. It is a nonprofit group, so when you get out there, all of your money is going to a good cause, to our veterans, the men and women who fought for our country, for you all to have the freedom to set off those fireworks this past weekend. So if you were out spending money to blow shit up in the sky, you can come out and spend some money and support your veterans. And I've got 2 tickets that I'm going to be giving away right now. Hashtag Rockavet. Hashtag Rockavet. One winner will be winning 1 set of tickets to the benefit. This first set was donated by Louis Brass. Now, do me a favor, folks. Don't enter if you can't go. I'm personally not going to be able to help you with a regift. So if you enter, I need you to use those tickets. Don't take it from somebody else who really, really, really wants to go. So once again, I see those rolling in. And this one's going to be a fast one, all right, folks? This is going to be a flash sale. But I tell you what, I've got a second set that I'm going to give away here towards the end of the show, and we're wrapping it up. So this first set goes... Here we go. Let's get me a number of entries. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's pick us a winner. Random. My woo box messed up, so we got to do this fair, y'all. Randy Hesley, congratulations. You've won 2 passes to the Rockavet benefit, where they're going to be supporting our veterans, the men and women who fought for your country and fought for your right to blow shit up this past weekend. So make sure you get out there, bring your friends, and bring your pocketbook, bid on some auctions, and do what you can to support your veterans. Congratulations, Randy Hesley. Now, don't go anywhere, folks. I've got another set of passes that I'm going to be giving away here in a couple of minutes. But, you know, we like to start wrapping up every show by, you know, simply just saying thank you. Thank you for supporting the show. We appreciate you guys tuning in and everything that, and supporting everything that we've been doing over the last 10 years, for keeping awareness of what we're doing, for sharing the stories, sharing the videos, the live streams, and telling your friends to check out the page, because all we want to do around here is make your Rocklahoma and born and raised experiences that much better. I love doing fan engagement, and I just want to I don't want anyone to show up and feel left out. I want everybody to know exactly where the party is, to be able to go over there, meet new people from all walks of life that you would never normally meet, and everybody, you know, lets their guard down, and we're just having a good time, enjoying what all is going on in the campgrounds, the music, the party, the whole thing. And that's the purpose of the Rocklahoma Campgrounds map. Once again, that's at survivingrocklahoma.com. Click on the Rocklahoma Survival Guide. There's also a form on that page where you can submit your campsite or your event to have it listed in the directory. But remember, folks, keep your titles, keep your descriptions and stuff like that. At least, you know, keep it tame enough so that I can put that on a public directory and it don't look like something else. Okay, so we appreciate all of those submissions, and thank you so much to Darren Pilkington. Somebody buy that man a beer, because he is the one who is taking in all of your information and putting it into the map, and I just kind of check in every now and then and provide some direction with what we're going to do with it. So Darren is very much the man that's powering the map this year, and he's doing an amazing job for me. He goes above and beyond anytime I ask him for an idea or something. With that being said, folks, if you'd like to be featured here on the broadcast, submit your music. Give me a downloadable link and an EPK so I know a little bit about your band. I'd love to feature them. Once again, I'm hard of hearing. I'm deaf. I'm talking through a cochlear implant right now. And I want the best representation of your music. If you send it, I'm going to play it for the masses. So be sure that you have that high-res file for our asses, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, also include where you're going to be playing. I want to know where your band is playing, so send me an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. I'd love to get folks out there, and if you got some tickets to spare, give me a holler and we'll do some contests and stuff, because who doesn't love free tickets, right? And that's my favorite part of this job, is giving away passes to folks who want to go to a show. But however you're consuming the podcast or our content, make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe. All of those numbers matter, especially on YouTube. We've really got to keep those numbers up, folks. So thank you so much for all of you checking out our interviews on YouTube and our shorts on TikTok. I need to get around to making some more, and we're going to produce those as well. So make sure that you follow us on TikTok and share to your friends. But with that being said, folks, I think it is time for us to begin wrapping up the show, and I want to thank our sponsors. First up is DEB Concerts. Did that even hit? There we go. And I also want to thank At Your Service Rentals and Rockavet. And you know what? I tell you what, let's go ahead and give away another set of tickets. This one's going to be courtesy of the folks whose shirt I am wearing, and this is one of my favorite shirts. Now, this one was given by Silent Jen and Juice, aka Juicy Joey. And I got to show off my shirt, folks. This is one of my favorite. He made it just custom for me. Thank you so much, Juicy Joey, because I am surviving Juicy. And here's the back for y'all. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much. I love shirts. If you want to send a shirt for me to rock here on the page, you can send it to the Rock Box. Email me at survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. I'll give you the address to send it. I wear a size large or extra large. But yes, we absolutely love working with our vets, and it is time to give away a couple of tickets donated by Silent Gin and Juice. And this time, the giveaway keyword is going to be #Juicy. And once again, this is for tickets to the Rockavet benefit concert presented by Black Pearl. That is our good friend Heath of Rockavet and one of your top 5 for Miss Rocklahoma 2023 Brandy. We love everything that Brandy and Heath Wadsworth do for us. You'll be seeing Still Knocked, Infall, and others at the venue Shrine, and the hashtag is #Juicy. #Juicy in the comments right now. I'll give you a couple of seconds to get to your submission in the comments. We will pick a random winner to go to this benefit concert that Black Pearl is putting on for the vets. Once again, you're going to be seeing Still Not and a Faustian Bargain and Duval. We played Duval right here on the show last week. Let's see if we got our entries. Once again, #Juicy. Let me see. We're not getting any comments here. There it is. I see there's the entries. All right, what do we got here? All righty, folks. Let's do another one. All right, we've got our winner. Just as soon as I find it again. There's number 1. Oh, she finally won another one. Congratulations, Christy Gross. I had nothing to do with this. This is completely random, but I am so glad to see my friend win something. She almost never wins anything on this show. She's starting to kind of wonder if I'm pulling prizes out of her hand, but no. Christy Gross, congratulations. You're going to go to the benefit July 18th for free, or 19th for free, courtesy of Juicy Joey and Silent Gin of Silent Gin and Juice. I also want to give a shout out to these two who hosted an incredible cornhole tournament this past year at Rock the River, as they hosted this thing, and it was so much fun to watch. I wasn't even playing. I never watch anyone play cornhole. Honestly, I don't even know how to play. But the Juicy Joey and crew hosted an amazing cornhole tournament that had just about all of us out there cheering on, and I mean, they were getting into it, y'all. You can see a clip of that whenever in the live videos here on the Facebook page. As we rolled up and gave you a tour of the grounds, you could see them out there having an absolute blast. Excuse me. But yeah, absolutely love Rockavet and everything they do for us. Congratulations again, Christy. We'll see you on the 19th at the venue Shrine. Also want to give a huge shout out to the Rocklahoma bitches for all of their work in promoting just a good time in the campgrounds at not only Rocklahoma, but their country incarnation, the Redneck Bitches. who will be at Born and Raised this year. Also want to give a shout out to the Big Old Bus for everything they do for us, bringing a busload of debauchery to Rocklahoma and putting up with just all of our shenanigans and hosting a few themselves. Also want to thank Daniel Whitmus for his part as he will be hosting the grand benefit at the Temple Live. Be sure that you go and RSVP to that benefit by going to their Facebook page and clicking that you are in fact going, and you can get your tickets now. Also want to give a huge shout out to Photography by Angel Lee, one of our proud partners who has traveled the country with me to Florida twice in the last couple of years. First for Rock Island and second for a Welcome to Rockville. She brings amazing photos and stunning images of the festivals that we cover. And watch this week, because I'm not sure when, because, you know, we got lives, we got to work, we got families to feed, we got kids, y'all. But this week, I'm told that she's going to be doing a large photo dump of our experiences at Rock the River 2024. So make sure that you're following Surviving Rocklahoma so we can bring you those images, and we'll be bringing more of those next week right here on this show. You know, and I also want to give a huge shout out to Metalcore Clothing. Thank you so much, Jeremy Knight of Perseus and his lovely wife, Lacey, a former Miss Rocklahoma in her own right. We absolutely love everything that you all do, and we want to thank you all for being our sponsor and producing our newest t-shirt of the tribal logo tee that you've seen everywhere. We are also going to be working on getting some new merch together. Myself, the cyborg that I am, worked with some AI, and we generated some cool stuff that I want to bring for you all to purchase, and some amazing things for you to rock and represent the podcast everywhere you go. But with that being said, folks, we want to thank all of our sponsors, especially Monty at Prior Liquors. I didn't open my beer this show, totally got on a roll and forgot all about it. But I tell you what, you know what? I haven't done it yet. I'm going to kill this bad boy as soon as we roll credits. We're going to do it at the end of the show, but you know what? I bet y'all got another one. So finish off what you're drinking. Let's crack open another one. We had an amazing show, y'all. Let's wrap it up, and you know, we can do it on the tail end because we're surprised. We are celebrating a show with no issues. So, ladies and gentlemen, got this one over at Prior Liquors, Wines and Spirits, and it's a major shout out to my good friend and your Rocklahoma Christmas tree. I've got a little bit of Lost Lake, a local brewery here in Oklahoma, and it's one of my favorite beers. And I got that over at Prior Liquors, Wines and Spirits. Remember, those folks can get you the liquor you're looking for. So if they don't have what you're looking for in stock, you've got a special spirit or a special wine or whatever you like to drink, make sure you get a hold of Monty and crew at Prior Liquors, Wines and Spirits now, so they can have your orders ready for Rocklahoma Music Festival. But you know what? Cheers to a good show, everybody. Now it's time to go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the show. As always, stay on the positive side of life. And until next time, rock on.